Good morning, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining with me this morning as we learn a little bit something about the love of God for us. And I've got a little story for you about a boy named Ryan. Now, Ryan was a very unhappy boy. Every single day, when he woke up and got up out of bed and brushed his hair and brushed his teeth and went down for breakfast, his mother was grouchy and grumbly at him. His sister picked on him and picked on him. She was only a few years older, but she picked on him mercilessly. And his father was grumpy and mean to him, and it was horrible. And he hated going to school because his teacher was nice to everybody else in the class. He's just in kindergarten. His teacher was nice to everyone in the class except for him. And nobody ever wanted to play with him. He could never understand, why are all the kids so mean to me? If only I were faster, if only I were stronger, if only I were smarter, if only maybe then everybody would like me and be nice to me. Well, he went home from school that day, one day, and he sat out the back. He was very upset and very sad. And as he sat in the garden, out back, all of a sudden there was a strange old woman who approached him. And he said to her, "Who are you?" And she said, "Never mind who I am. Who are you?" is the question. And the little boy, Ryan, said, "Oh, I am the most miserable boy in all of school. I'm the most miserable boy everywhere. I am so unhappy. I'm so picked on. I am the worst kid around, and I don't know what it's all about. My life is horrible. I don't understand why people are so mean to me." So the old woman leaned over him and said, "You know what? I've got a secret that will change all those people." And Ryan thought to himself, "Really?" And so he said, "You've got a secret that'll change everybody? Oh, if I can only get that. Are you going to sell it to me?" And the old woman said, "No, no, 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 no. Such a secret isn't for sale." You can imagine. Ryan got more than upset and angry with this woman. "Well, why did you bring it up in the first place? Now what am I going to do?" And he stomps his foot and he gets up and he starts to walk away to go back into the house. But the old woman says to him, "Ryan, just a minute." And he stops. She walks up to him and kneels down in front of him and says, "I can't sell the secret to you. It's in this book, but I can give it to you." He thinks to himself, "Oh, it's for free? Then give it to me, please. Give it to me." And she says, "This is God's Word. It's the Bible." And Ryan looked at it and he thought, "Oh, it looks as old as she is." This, by the way, boys and girls, is an old Bible I've got. And it's from 1887. It has the 1887 Presbyterian hymn book in it. And then it's got the Bible. See right there, it says Holy Bible. And at the back of this Bible, it's got a little holder there for, it looks like you put a coin in, and you did back then. You put what was called a communion token. If you were good, then the elders used to give out, well over a long time ago, used to give you, come around to your house and they'd give you a token, a coin. And then when it was Communion Sunday, like it was last week, then you could come to church and sit on the one side of church and you could celebrate communion with everybody else. Anyway, this Bible that the old woman gave to Ryan looked older than her, actually, just like this one here is very old too. And he said, very sadly to the old woman, "I'm sorry. I'm only in senior kindergarten. I don't know how to read something like that." And the woman smiled and said, "Then I'll whisper it to you in your ear." And she whispered it, the secret, into Ryan's ear. And he ran inside the house, and he had dinner, and he went home, went upstairs and went to bed. And when he got up in the morning, his mother smiled at him. And his sister actually helped him set the table for breakfast and was nice to him. And his father even told him a joke that he'd heard and laughed with his son over the joke. And then when he got to school, he couldn't believe it. The teacher asked him if he would be the special helper of the day. It was incredible. And all the kids in class asked Ryan if he would like to play with them today. He was overwhelmed, blown away by all of this goodness and niceness to him. And he thought to himself, "Man, that old lady was right. But this is a weird secret from God. I'm going to have to learn more about this, and I want to tell others all about it, because it works. Now, do you know what the woman said is found in the Bible? What the woman whispered into Ryan's ear? Something from Jesus. Jesus said to his disciples, love one another just as I have loved you. Amazing words. Have you ever felt like Ryan? Picked on and unhappy and nobody likes you, it seems like? Have you ever tried these words from Jesus to love one another? Because love, God's type of love, changes everything. Well, thanks for joining with me today. And I pray that God's peace and joy and love would indeed fill your life today and in the week before you.